afternoon to Mr. Pradeep and all the Virgin Money giving executive. My name is Kenny and they are my group member.
I'm Danisha.
I'm Lisoyin.
And I'm Goksika.
So today we will be going to present about the increasing the brand awareness of Virgin Money giving by using the communication plan. So the presentation will start from the pastel analysis, which is come from the political, the economy, social, technology, legal, as well as the environment. So actually, from this all factors should be not ignored by the organization. It's because of they are heavy impact on the organization to how to working on one people, how to working on their business. So wherever we start from the political, then I'm including from the tax policy, political instability. For example, when the government come up with the new tax policy, that will be imposed to the gift aid charging. So which means that will be also affect of the customer buying decision. So when turn to the economy, no matter economic growth and also the downturn, that will be also affecting the interest rate, which will be unstable, and also they will be getting more higher of the unemployment rate, which will be also impact on the decline of the income, and that will be result to the short amount of the fundraising and also the donation. When turn to the social impact, they will be also highly concerned by the consumer. It's because of social impact is like that will be included the lifestyle attitude of the donors and also the consciousness of the donation. There will be more high demand of the transparency of the donation, where the donation will be using on. So it have to concerned by the organization. It's because of they are not the impersonal assets. They will have to be more apparently. When turn to the technology, nowadays social technology is quite important for one organization. It's because of the technology will be invent to for the organization to have the more connecting, engaging, and also communicating with their customer. So it will be one of the sources to make the profit. So technology that make from the Virgin Money giving is social media. They high usage on the social media such as like Facebook and also the Twitter, and also the Instagram as well, in order to keep on trend, to connecting with their customer. And also when turn to the legal new law imposed, as an organization have to clearly know that which have to do, which do not have to do in order to running smooth to their business. Such as like when the consumer privacy protection law come out from the government, there will be government will be more strictly concerning on the consumer privacy, such as like there also demand for high transparency for where the donation will be using on, and also they need to strictly take action on those charity who will be aggressive fundraising to those people. So this especially government is more concerning on. So when turn to the environment, and environment issue is also important for one organization. So they have to like Virgin Money giving also can do such as like they can come out for the unwanted item recycle, unwanted item so like unwanted item recycle, which means that they have to like they can call more people for donate some unwanted item in order to increase for the fund amount to for the increasing the donation, the amount of the donation. Okay, so when turn to the next slide, so those are the competitor analysis. As we can see that this competitor analysis will show that it's the year of the 2016. So we can see that just giving is the dominant in the market. So which has account for 73 of the percentage in the market. So the rest will be Virgin Money giving, and the following will be BTMI donate. So from this all we can see that actually the just giving is still the high dominant in the market, and they are totally account for the high percentage percentage of the market share. So which means they are having the high competitiveness in terms of the technology, functionality, and also the social category, such as like when they come out the tax donation and also the integrated PayPal integration. So this all also is being their being their strength, being their advantage of competitive in the market. So when we talking about the PT My Donate actually is quite is also the cheaper option among of these all optional. But however, it still lost its awareness in terms of the social category. They never promoting their brand in terms of the social category on the social media such as like Facebook, Twitter, as I say, Instagram as well, and also those YouTube platform. So when turn to say the virgin money giving is it's also about the near contender after the just giving. It's also the runner up after the just giving, so that it's high competitive in terms of the social in terms of the functionality, social category, as well as their technology. So that virgin money giving also is charging the average rate amount of this all in the market. So there will be high potential of after the just giving. So it will be in the future being the potential choice for the charity, for the consumer as well. Okay, when turn to the slide, market statistics, as I say that just giving is the high having the high ranking in the market in the competition, as they have the 506 UK traffic ranking. So and also they are having the high size ranking in, and also the number of charities. So wherever we're talking about the virgin money giving and also My Donate, there will be so PT My Donate will be the last, will be also the weakness on the UK traffic rank. So they are the most lowest UK traffic rank. So also the lesser of the size linking in, and also lesser of the number of charity. So turn to the next slide, the presentation flow. I will passing to my group member Tan Yishan to continue of it.
Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Dan Yishan. I would like to continue about the past activity of VMG. And the VMG has conducted a few activities in year 2006 and year 2016 and 2015. And first is Go as Charity, which is an activity to encourage live in life and adventurously. And second is Cat Zero Cycle Challenge, which is this is an activity of innovation of charity which transforming the life of young people by helping them into education, training, or employment. And third is Chatterbox Challenge, which is to encourage the parents and their children in development in their communication at home. And the fourth is Virgin Strength Challenge, which is the activity combined of swimming, mountain biking, and half marathon running. And there are the rest of activity which VMG has been conducted in these few years, and also have to gather the total amount of donation. Next is the SWOT analysis of VMG, which we have analysis into 4 situations, which are strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. And VMG is a well-known enterprise group and also known as second largest market in UK, and it is also indicated as a high donation rate in UK. And VMG was created in year 2009, so it has known as a skill labor force and also indicated as an experienced organization. And the weaknesses of VMG, which is Although VMG is a well-known enterprise in UK, but it is only a small business unit with kind to target the large segment and market. And it is only target in UK, and also it is a low brand portfolio, which is low brand awareness, because it spread its awareness through the newspaper, magazine or poster. And the opportunity for VMG, which is VMG able to expand its business skill to other countries, which for example Asia or Europe, and also launch some new product or services, and in order to increase the demand and also enhance their awareness through the online and offline channel. And the trade of VMG will be through the way of expand its business skill. It might face of cash flow, increase in labor cost, government regulation, and the rate of change charge in tax in different countries. Next is there is a key issue of VMG, which is the main issue of VMG is low brand awareness, which has been implicated of three other issues, which are low market share, because the market share of VMG is only 20% compared to its main competitor, Just Giving is 70%. And the lack of relationship with event organizer, which is even though there are a lot of organizer partner with VMG, but VMG can't confirm their relationship in future. And also low awareness of online fundraising, because it leads to lack of confidence of fundraiser to adopt their online fundraising. Next is the objective of VMG. The overall objective of VMG is to increase its market share into 40%, and also increase the total donation and increase its brand awareness. And now the VMG has already owned of 20% of market share. So in the future of these 3 years, will be target to increase more 20% of market share. And in year 2017, VMG was target to increase 5% of market share, and also increase of total donation in 126.5 million of total donation, and also increase its brand awareness. And the market share of VMG will be estimate to reach to 25%, and also will adopt of primary and secondary research, which to gather the information of customer and also conduct some campaign. And in year 2018 will be increase the market share in 7%, and also increase the total donation in 208 million, and also increase the brand awareness. And the total market share will be estimate reach of 32%, and also in this year will apply of a social network platform, and also offline channel, and also will hire a team to seek the people in need. And in the year 2019 will be increase the market share in 8%, and also increase the total donation in 260 million, and also increase brand awareness. So the market share will be reached of 40% in this year. And also in this year will be implement of loyalty program such as loyalty card program, and also sport event. And all these activities will be attainable in the end of the year. And next, and I will pass my presentation floor to my group member.
Good afternoon to everyone. My name is Lee Soyin. So I will continue for the marketing strategy 3 years communication plan. Based on the situation analysis we have discussed just now, we have decided to come out with a communication plan for VMG to solve their key issue. So in this communication plan, we have divided into 3 different years with 3 different marketing strategy and tactics in order to achieve our goals and our specific objective. And so for the year 1 and year 2, year 3, so for the year 1, we summarize that we have to increase a total of 5% of market shares by using the data strategy and branding strategy in order to increase the total donations, which is their market share. And in year 2, which is the 2018, we want to increase the 7% of market shares by using the relationship marketing in order to overcome the relationship between the VMG with their suppliers, event organizer, and most important is their customer. And coming for the last year, year 3, is about increase the 8% of market shares by using the loyalty program in order to maintain and manage the relationship with the existing customer and the non-existing customer. So for the next slide, is about the year 1 communication plan, which is the database strategy and the branding strategy. So according to the key issue, the main issue of the Virgin Money Giving has facing now is the low brand awareness. So that we have implement the database strategy to the first year and the branding strategy as well. So in order to understand the needs and wants and the trends of the customer current in the market, we want to do the primary research before we enter to the branding strategy. The primary research we are conducting with questionnaires and distribute to the 1,500 respondents and including the interview season. For the secondary research, we will be looking for the potential outsource company, for example, a research company or data analysis company, to provide the database of other competitors that are legally to reference for the understanding and further research. And the benefit of the database research is to help the Virgin Money Giving to gather the potential information in order to understand the competitor and themselves well. And the next branding strategy is to implement in the first year or so, which is able to create to recognitions and be loyalty to the brands for the customer. And so in the branding strategy, we have focused on 3 elements, which is personalize, review, and promotes. Next slide. This slide is about how we apply the marketing strategy to the tactics for the Virgin Money Giving to increase their brand awareness. So at first, we have suggested to come out a virtual reality, which is the customer can feel and touch and enjoy the excitement of the experience that they did not experience before. So the next tactics is about the create a campaign, which is they can get closer to their potential customer, which is existing or non-existing, so that they can understand what are the customer needs and wants. So for the next slide, which is the year 2 communication plan. Moving forward to this year 2 communication plan, which is the relationship marketing. The relationship marketing is a part of the customer relationship management, which is a CRM, to able to maintain and manage the relationship between the customer and the brands. So the most important for the customer to stay loyal to the firm is that satisfactions. And the next is the firm should understand the reason why does the customer keep repeat purchase for the brand and the behavior of purchase and their purchasing power. And with this kind of understanding, the firm will be able to generate a positive response, such as the free advertisement, word of mouth. In order to success in the relationship marketing strategy, we're using the online and offline communications to communicate with our customer. So next slide. The next slide is the tactics of the relationship marketing. In this slide, we have separated into 3 segments, which is the customer who only make donations, customer who donate and join the event, and customer who only join for the event in Virgin Money giving. So in this, the reason why we separate into the different type of segment is because that it will easy to track the demand and the preference of the customer. So the first is the offline communication. We will using some offline communication such as newspaper, billboard, radio to promote and advertise our brand. The second one is a customer service as a support, which is customer will stay loyal and satisfied for the brand because they speak for feedback and respond to them. So online communications through social network platform is a support for the customer service in order to satisfy the customer, such as Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and to distribute their notice of event and their updating informations. And besides that, we also have suggest that open a different types of forums to different segments because this will can answer their feedback, their complaint, their suggestions immediately. So the next is the year 2019, the communication plan. So this part I will pass to my group mate, which is Kenny, to continue.
After the past year strategy and also the tactics, that will return to the year 2019 and the most latest of the communication plan. So they will be start to loyalty program, which will be implemented by the Virgin Money giving. So actually loyalty program, as we know that is also the part of the relationship marketing. So which is to encourage from in frequency of purchasing from the customer, from the consumer. So there will be including such as like the voucher rebate and also the coupon and also the others as well. So the engagement loop framework will be explained to the loyalty program and also will be introduced how the framework works and also the procedure. So it will be turned to the next slide to explain it. So this all actually is the loop engagement framework of loyalty program. So then will be start to motivation. We will be Virgin Money giving will be look into the situation of the particular market. So which to allocate and management to more convenient for them. So for the next stage, we turn to action. As just now my group member already explained that there will be we will actually more active in updating information to the target market. We using such as like we more focusing on looking into the advertisement, such as like maybe we using for those mobile social media and also newspaper, television as well. So okay, after this action, this year 2 action, so we'll return to the year 3 loyalty program. As just now I mentioned that there will be this stage there will be using the rewards benefit for attracting them, such as like using voucher, rebate, and also those coupons. So after the rewards loyalty program, then will return to the achievement, which is also the result for us. It will be unlocked and also create the profitability for the organization, which is Virgin Money giving. Okay, when turn to the next slide, there are the tactics in year 2019 communication plan. So this all will be actually Virgin Money giving will be implemented in terms of the assist customer and also the non-assist customer. So we will divide for the loyalty card to the three different customers, 3 different supporters, such as like 2 to 5 years supporter and also 6 to 10 years supporter, and the last will be 10 years above supporter. So how about the benefit of the card? That will be including, of course, the discount rate for the collaborate company, which is the partnership company. So each card also benefit for collect the point and also can be rebate and also do the redemption as well. Some more also the total fund donate will be record, and also the last will be can be refer back the previous donation amount. So turn to the next slide. So this will be the next slide. Against to the non-assist customer. Actually, we will create the event such as like this step-by-step marathon in order to encourage for more participants. So for this run, and also our objective also want to increase the amount of the donation, of course, to fundraising. So they will be entitled to get for the certificate and also the limited edition medal. So this all activity we will doing the framing and also recording for the video in order to increase the transparency for the consumer, for the donation, for the donors. So turn to the next slide. So I will be passing my presentation flow to my group member Sigan.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Sigan. I will continue the presentation by presenting the budget. So £400,000 has been allocated for first year 2017, and then the budget will be increased by 5% for the next and the third year, which is 2018 and 2019. And then those budgets are allocated for the marketing plan and marketing strategy. Let's look into the marketing tactics. First, 100,000 has been spent on the primary research, which consists of questionnaire survey and face-to-face interview. Second, 50,000 will be spent on secondary research data. We will look for the outsourcing company to seek the data. And then the third one is £225,000 has been allocated for the campaign. It consists of, it included every expenses the campaign will use, such as setup and then labor and etc. And then the last is £25,000 is the expenses cost, but expenses budget. We will keep it for the other expenses. Next. Okay, for the second year, £420,000 has been allocated, and then in which 125,100 will be spent on online media such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to promote the VMG. And then next is 100,000 and 180,000 will be spent on offline media such as newspaper, billboards, and radio to promote the VMG also. And then lastly, 100,800 we will use it to hire a team to seek for people in need and report the cases to the related charity organization. And then there will be £14,100 excess. We will keep it for the other expenses. Next. So for the last year, which is year 2019, there will be 441,000 allocated for the entire year. So for the first year, for the first one, 20,000 will be spent on the loyalty card program, and then 400,000 and 1,420 will be spent on the event, which is stated by the state marathon, such as the marathon. We will support we will support the event. And then there will be 19,580 will be kept for the other expenses. Next. Okay, so come on the conclusion. Virgin money giving is still placed after just giving. Even so, VMG has the competitive advantage to survive and compete in the high competition market. Furthermore, VMG promote on the social media such as Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube to raise the awareness to attract new customers. And lastly, Virgin money giving needs to focus on the other competitors such as BT My Donation and Just Giving too, as they still remain as a threat to Virgin money giving. Okay, this is our presentation. Ends here.